everyone, if you want to see how to get my go-to glam, then please keep watching. So first I'm going to start with my brows, and I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow. Now I like my brows pretty thick, so I'm just creating the shape that I want, and then I will go ahead and fill them in. So I'm going to place the majority of the product in the tail end of my brow and just fill that in. And then without picking up any additional product, I just use whatever's left over on my brush and use that for the front. And then yeah, I will just start to do upward hair-like strokes and then brush it all out with the spoolie. Now I'm going to go and carve out my brows using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And yeah, you guys can use any concealer really, and I'm using a Morphe concealer brush. Now I'm going to prime using that same concealer, and I'm just going to blend that all out with the Beauty Blender, and then I'm going to set it with the RCMA No Color Powder. This is just going to help us blend out those shadows seamlessly. So today I'm using my favourite palette. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance, and I'm going to take that shade Burnt Orange, and this is just going to be my transition shade. I'm just using a big fluffy brush, and this is the one that came with the palette. So yeah, I'm just going to buff that out in the crease. Next I'm going to go in with the shade Real Gar, and I'm using a Morphe M441, and I'm just placing that slightly lower, and I'm just going to buff that in. I like to do circular motions when I get to the outer corner just to make sure everything's beautifully blended. Next I'm going to take my favourite shade in the whole palette, and this is Red Ochre, and I'm just placing that slightly lower and more on the outer V, and I'm just going to keep blending that out. This is just building dimension. Next I'm going to take this beautiful dark brown shade Cypress Umber, and I'm just going to pat that on the outer V, and I pretty much pack a lot of product on, but I'm just going to keep going until I'm happy with the amount of product that I have there, and then I will slowly start to blend it out. And yeah, circular motions just help me to make sure everything's blended and no harsh lines. Now I'm going to take a Zoeva 234 shader brush and pick up this shade Primavera. This is a kind of champagne gold shimmer shade, and I'm just kind of laying that down as a base before going in with glitter. I'm going to quickly go back in with my big fluffy brush and just make sure that those two shades are nicely blended. We don't want any harsh lines. For glitter today, I'm going to use the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter in Midnight Cowboy, and this is seriously the easiest way to apply glitter. So yeah, this is such a beautiful gold shade, and it's just, I love it. I'm going to use the NYC liquid liner for my wing today, and I have to have a wing when I go out. It's just, that's what works for my eyes, and so yeah, I'm just going to line the top of my lids with a very thin line, and then go ahead and make the shape that I want for my wing, and then I will just fill it in. I'm going to coat my lashes with a layer of mascara, and this is just to prep for falsies. I'm just using the L'Oreal Telescopic mascara, but yeah, I'm not really too picky about mascaras, eh? I had to go there and use my favourite Lilly lashes. These are Mykonos. If you follow me on Instagram, you're probably so sick of seeing me wear these, but seriously, these are the most beautiful lashes ever. I know that lashes can be so tricky, so I am just placing them in the center and then going to secure the outer corner and then the inner corner. Now I'm going to prime, and I am using the Toofaced Hangover primer, and this is just really good for my skin because I have the driest skin ever, and this is a hydrating primer. For foundation, I'm going in with my favorite foundation. This is the Hourglass Vanish Stick foundation in the shade Honey. And yeah, I'm just going to draw a million little lines everywhere and then blend it all out with the Beauty Blender. I know that some people don't like to blend this foundation out with the Beauty Blender, but if it's really nice and damp, I don't have any problems.
You put all the stars in my eyes. Can we love tonight? You tell me I light up the sky.
I'm going to go in with another fave product. I know, so many of my favorites in this video, but I have to use it. This is the Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm going to conceal, highlight and contour with it today. I thought I'd be a little extra and do a bit of cream contour, and yep, there's my baby. He wants to be all up in my business. So I'm going to blend out that lighter shade first, and this is the shade Light Medium. And yeah, I used this to conceal, and then I just also placed it on the high points of my face. And I'm just going to blend, blend, blend. While I've got some of that lighter concealer on my Beauty Blender still, I'm just going to blend out that nose contour, just so it's not so harsh. And then I'm going to take a Real Techniques Duo Fiber brush and blend out that deep shade. Now this is a really warm colour, so it just gives you an all over bronze look. And I'm just going to be fighting my baby off because he just wanted to be all up in the video. Now to set the face, I'm using RCMA No Colour Powder, and I'm just going to set where I place that concealer first. And I am a really dry person, so I don't like to bake. I'm just putting the product there and quickly wiping it off. And then I'm going to take a big fluffy Real Techniques brush and set the rest of my face. Now I'm going to work on my lower lash line, and I like mine pretty smoky, so I am going to take burnt orange and just take that all the way from inner corner to outer corner. Then I am taking Real-Gar and just doing the same again and just making sure to just blend it all out. And then I'm going to take Cypress Umber and put that closer to the lash line and more just on the outer corners. I think this just makes my eye shape look so much better. And I'm going to take that same mascara and just coat the lower lashes. Now to finish off the face, I'm taking the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm going to use that center shade to try and carve out some cheekbones. So I'm using the Morphe blush brush, and yeah, I'm just going to place that there, also on my forehead, and then I'm going to also take it down the sides of my nose. So now I'm going to bring some warmth back to the face, and I'm going to use the Toofaced Dark Chocolate Soleil bronzer on a Real Techniques blush brush. And yeah, if you haven't tried these bronzers before, they smell amazing. For blush today, I'm using an oldie but a goodie. I'm using the Milani Luminoso blush, and I'm just placing that on the apples of my cheeks and then blending that back. Moving on to highlight, I'm using the JeffreeStar highlight in King Tut. This is such a beautiful gold shade, and I haven't been able to put this highlighter down lately. I seriously need to try some new ones. And yes, just because I thought it wasn't enough, I went in again and did my whole face. Anyway, for lips, I'm going in with two of my old favourites. These are Colourpop Beeper, and I'm going to place that on my entire lips first, and then I am going to go in with JeffreeStar Cosmetics I'm Nude and just place that in the centre, and then I will blend it all out with my finger. So yes, this is the completed look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And yeah. And of course, Halo Baby had to stop in and give everybody some big smiles.